this woman who was arrested again. She was arrested before. She's arrested again in the UK after praying outside of an abortion facility. It's really appalling. And I'm going to show you the video of what happened to her and also what she said about it during an interview. This woman named Isabel Vaughan-Spruce, she was arrested recently. Again, right? This is not the first time. Well, she's outside of this abortion clinic in the UK, abortion facility in the UK, and she's silently praying in her own head, and she gets arrested. So I'm going to start out by showing you some video clips here. Check this out.
Can I please ask you to step away from here and step outside the exclusion zone? But you've said you're engaging in prayer, which is the offence.
It's silent prayer.
No, but you are still engaging in prayer. It is an offence.
I disagree.
Okay then. So you would rather that you be arrested and taken away than stand outside the exclusion zone? Is that what you're saying?
Are those the only two alternatives?
Yes.
I don't think I'm being part of it. I'm intimidating the person and I'm not protesting.
So you see there, I mean, this is like, I put the title real life dystopia. Like, this is something that seems like it would come straight out of a dystopian fiction, right? This woman is like being, this when the cop says, you've said you're praying, that is the offense. Like, are you kidding me? And she's like, I'm praying silently. Like, no. So check this out. There's another clip here. Same woman, same cop here.
You are outside here when you know you shouldn't be. Okay. The public space protection order says not to be stood outside here, doesn't it?
I haven't seen that, no. It says protest.
Yeah,
I'm not
protest.
protesting.
But people know who you are and they know why you're here. Okay then?
No, I'm not protesting.
But they will. And the people that persistently phone us, which are the residents and the people who use this place, are the ones that say that they know. And it's their perception of events, isn't it?
I'm silently praying and that's all I'm doing.
Okay. And it's their perception of events, which is that you're protesting. Now, I get what you're saying. I completely understand where you're coming from. But it's people's perception, isn't it?
I think there has to be some measurable level of intimidation or harassment, and that's not something I'm doing.
Okay,
I
then.
don't have any intention of it.
Okay then. So what we'll start with is we're going to issue you with a ticket now, and if you don't leave the area, you'll then be arrested. Do you understand that? Okay. I won't ask if you're happy with that, but you're happy that you understand the process.
I understand.
Yeah, okay.
So the woman is Isabel Vaughan-Spruce. Now that was recent, but a few months ago, here's another clip where she was also arrested, and you'll see here in this clip that the police officer basically is like, "What are you doing here?" And at some point, he's like, "Are you praying?" And she says, I might have been praying." It's like, it's just ridiculous. Watch this.
What are you here for today?
Physically, I'm just standing here.
Okay. Why here of all places? I know you don't live nearby.
But this is an abortion centre.
Okay, that's why you're stood. Is you standing here part of the protest?
No, I'm not
Are
protesting.
you praying?
I might be praying in my head, but not out loud.
So I'll ask you once more, will you voluntarily come with us now to the police station for me to ask you some questions about today and other days where there are allegations that you've broken public spaces protection order?
If I've got a choice, then no.
Okay, well then you're under arrest, okay, on suspicion of failing to comply with the Public Spaces Protection Order, which is under the Antisocial Behaviour Crime and Policing Act 2014. Now, I'll caution you again, you do not have to say anything. It may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which later on in court has been reduced.
So what's going on here? It seems to have to do with this measure here, Birmingham City Council. And if you look at this, it says, the activities prohibited by the order are protesting, namely engaging in any act of approval or disapproval, or any attempted act of approval or disapproval with respect to issues related to abortion services by any means. This includes, but is not limited to, graphic, verbal, or written means, prayer, or counseling. So look at that. It actually mentions prayer in that measure, and it's basically what it's referred to as like a buffer zone. So there's this zone around this abortion facility, and then they're saying that this is prohibited within this area. So here's Isabel Vaughan-Spruce speaking about that recent arrest during an interview.
So just to make it clear, I've been doing the work I've been doing for about 20 years, which is offering help and alternative to women outside abortion centres, and many, many women have accepted that help and been very grateful for it. So at the end of last year, I was silently praying outside the abortion centre, and I was arrested there for that. Questioned as to what my thoughts were, what I was praying about. And after I was interrogated, I was released on bail, but I was charged with engaging in an act which was intimidating service users, even though there were no service users actually at that time present. But I was fully acquitted of that last month. So I would naturally assume from that, since I'd been fully acquitted, the prosecution offered no evidence whatsoever, that I was okay to go and do the same thing again, which is what I've been doing for 20 years, praying outside the abortion centre. So yesterday I did go and do that. I prayed out silently in my head outside the abortion centre. I didn't engage with anyone. I had no posters, no leaflets. I wasn't even holding my rosary beads or anything like that. I was just literally silently praying in my head. And 6 officers came with a police van and told me I was engaging in prayer, which is an offence. And they said quite clearly, when I said I don't believe there is an offence, they said it is.
And here's another clip from that same interview.
Well, firstly, I would say that some locals that I know do share your concerns, in as much as they're saying, yes, there's crime in the neighbourhood that doesn't seem to be dealt with, and yet when there's a woman standing there silently praying, we can suddenly get 6 officers to go and arrest her. But they asked me if I was praying, and I told them honestly that yes, I was silently praying in my head. I didn't feel I needed to hide that, but maybe in view of their response, maybe I should have.
So that's really appalling that this is going on in the UK. And it's a story that people should know about. I mean, this is ridiculous.